I decided to vlog today. I have such a hectic day, so I'm like, might as well. Um, Trying to move the salon to a new place. So I'm doing some running around basically. Um, so I thought I could carry you with me and to see what productive things we do. I know I missed a lot of Black Friday sales, but felt like the places I need to go were too far. So I may go there today, but I have a few errands to run today. So let me vlog, like let me put some content out. So yeah, I'm just gonna get ready and then leave and do some errands. And I'm gonna carry you guys the place where the salon is supposed to move just to show you what you've done. Let's do it. Mwah! Sweating. Hey you guys, so we are now heading out. I've laid my edges. If you're interested in edge control, wow. I'm trying to give you guys a live update while we are on the road. I feel like that may be good use of time. Basically, we've been trying to go to the UK for we started this process in August. So August, September, October, November, it's been 3 months. Chesa got a scholarship with the Commonwealth, a Commonwealth scholarship. So he left his visa. We applied as a family on August the 26th. I remember the date. Then he got his visa like 3 weeks after we applied. Then I got mine, let's say 6 weeks after. But so he left anyway because he's the student. He had to leave. But then so Ezekiel and I remained behind. We're like, okay, we'll probably join you after like a month or so. I'm sure ours will be out because they've been saying it takes like 6 to 8 weeks processing time. So I'm like, you know what, we'll probably be joining him soon. But then we are still here in Zambia. We've been pushing. It's been quite a frustrating process. They finally gave us feedback on his application. They're like, okay, after following up multiple times, they finally got back to us on his application, and they were like, oh, we had actually processed his visa in September, but then we don't know what the holdup is. We followed up. Finally the passport came back, but it came back without the visa sticker inside. So we initially thought that they had rejected his application, but then the same day, like close to evening, they got back to us saying that it was actually an error, and in actual fact they had given him his visa, but they just unfortunately didn't put the sticker in the passport. They said shortly you will get an email advising you what to do with the passport, but shortly, it's been 2 weeks now and we still haven't received any email telling us to resubmit the passport. So we're currently praying that it will come out. We've called them and they say it takes up to 15 working days for you to receive the email telling you to resubmit the passport. So 15 working days should be sometime next week. We're hoping they won't wait till last minute because we are getting tired of waiting, especially because airline prices, flights are going up. So we're hoping God can see. What's been on my heart is, like, oftentimes I'm so tempted to like grumble about the wait because a lot has been at stake. I'm currently staying with my parents because we moved out of our house. So we thought we'll be gone by now. I'm grateful I have shelter, so it's been helpful learning different virtues such as gratitude, patience, contentment, because I often find myself in situations where I'm like, you know what, like, God, why are we not gone by now? Then I realize that they could have easily rejected Zeke's visa, which would have meant, well, you know, in actual fact, it would have been shorter to process a new visa than it's been waiting. But sometimes I grumble because I'm like, but God, like, we could have been gone by now. And even with the whole rejection thing, when people call and they're like, oh, you're not gone yet, I'll be like, yeah, because with, you know, they sent his passport back empty. They said they forgot to put the sticker and something. Like, oh, that's good news. But for me, I'm expecting them to be like, oh my goodness, like, who does that? Like, this is bad. But then it's a matter of perspective. Like, it really reminds that it's perspective. Like, for them, they're like, you know what, that's a praise item, because you could have easily it could have easily been a no, but it's a yes. It's just, it's delayed. So yeah, I've been learning gratitude, like choosing gratitude. But then the thought that's been on my mind, it's been two words: waiting well. Like, it's one thing to wait, we are always waiting, but I'm like, how well am I waiting? So I've been extremely convicted about how well I've been waiting. Like, am I waiting well as opposed to just waiting? We're always waiting. Like, every person you meet on the street is waiting for something. I'm sure you're waiting for something. Like, we're always waiting for something. So I've been like, you know what? How well am I waiting? I think that's really important, because it's ministry in itself, you know? And I don't just want, like, it's like an exam, right? You don't just want to pass. Like, I want to pass well. So I've been convicted, like, okay, Mwape, you need to work on the quality of your waiting. Am I being present in my waiting? Am I still serving God? Am I grumbling, or am I being grateful? So that's really what's been on my mind. I hope that makes sense. To not waste the wait. And being productive as well. So that's how I realized that, you know what, might as well start renovating the place where the salon is going. So that's what's been keeping me busy. Also, like, staying with, like being a present mom, not being grumpy, because these are qualities that our kids like catch on from us, you know. So yeah, obviously there are days when, like, it's hard because it's life. So I have days when I'm really feeling low, like, God, I just want to be with Jeswa. Like, what's going on? But I think God's been working in me and on me, which I'm grateful for. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, let's see the house. Okay, so this is the house where we're moving to. It's right across the street from where we currently are. I'm going to show you around, but I just thought to sweep. I feel like a lot of work has been done, but because the place is still dirty, I'm not seeing it. Like, but I get it, but I'm not seeing it. So I was just trying to sweep up so that I can feel like there's work happening. But otherwise, let me show you around. It's a house. We're trying to add other services now. So before I leave, I'm like, let me at least, you know, get the ball rolling, so that, oh, also, we're also moving so that clients can have a bit more, like, space, because I currently feel like I just put clients on top of each other like slices of bread. So we're trying to move. There's still a lot more work to be done, but I think we're getting there. Like, I'm grateful for the progress. Like, even just this part that I've swept, I feel like it's made such a difference. This is the living room, so that's where we're driving in from. So the idea is that clients walk in, we'll have the reception right there. That's the bathroom, still work in progress. We have the reception right here. We'll have our clients sitting here. And then the salon area is going to be here. So we'll first start with everything being in one room, and then we'll go from there. And then we have the toilet and the bathroom, still a work in progress. And then the hallway, and then this is the shampoo room. Yeah, so I'm hoping we can move in at least 3 weeks. We still have a lot of work to do. While I'm here, let me at least get some things going, get the girls here, so that my heart is at peace even as I'm getting on the plane. Hopefully that's waiting well, being productive as opposed to wallowing. Like, oh my gosh, God, why? But yeah, otherwise I'm pretty happy with the progress that's been made so far. That's the update, you guys. So we now get going. Well, I'm gonna finish sweeping the living room, and then from there I'm gonna go and get some stuff for the room, and then I'm gonna head back home. This is the outside. Don't mind the veranda, it needs to be cleaned. This is what I love, like cute flowers. So I got these for here, and then I got these for here. I want some color. So we're to plant them once they're done with the painting. Oops, I hope I haven't, okay, no, I haven't spilled anything. Okay, and then yeah, so all this needs to be cleaned up. That's what I meant by we'll have some white stones here, but otherwise the gate is there. Then yeah, there's still a lot to be done, and because of the rain, things are growing, but we also need to plant some grass where things to be planted so that we maximize on the weather. But otherwise, things are looking up, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to like do business, you know, and it's a passion of mine. Hair is a passion of mine, so it's business, and I love that it gives me the opportunity to be with my baby as often as I can. But otherwise, yeah, we are so grateful. I just wanted to update you. This is where we are moving to. That's where the salon is. There. Okay, so we are now heading to don't even know. Otherwise, what else has been happening is Zeke is a big boy. Zeke is growing. He's now 10 months. Such a cutie. He blows kisses. If you tell him kiss, he gives you French kisses. But we still love him. I'm teaching him hugs. He clearly needs his father just for balance, because teaching him, you know, overly sweet things may be a bit of a problem. What else is Zeke doing? Zeke is also, he says daddy, he says baby, he says mommy if he wants. I feel like he gives toddler vibes, and I've been lobbying for another baby, you guys. Like, I feel like Zeke needs somebody to like play with. So I've been lobbying for another baby. Remember me in prayers. You pray for the visa. Just, you know, also just remember us that Mape is looking for another baby. I've recovered from labor. I know I said a lot about labor, but I just feel like the joy that comes after is unmatched, you guys. So yeah, anyway, let's get going. It's lunchtime. I hope it's not a bad idea to be heading that side at this time, but anyway, let's go. So I'm back from Golden Orchid. Feel like you cut something in there. Now I'm heading, to be honest, I think my day is done. I can't imagine having to go deeper into town at this point. Feels a bit ambitious. It's 14:20. I need to go home to my baby. So this spiral of like when you're coming down from the top, if you park near, I think it was called Cairo Mall, like the place near Golden Orchid, it's like you feel like you're a speed racer. Okay, I'm dry. Oh man, I've passed. I was supposed to turn here. It's not meant to be. Let's just go home. Meant to be. Okay, we'll just go home. It's all good. Let me just check how fuel is this side. There hasn't been gas at total as they call it. So me just do that and then head home. I think that's enough. I'm so sorry I didn't vlog in Golden Hotel. Like, I think I got a bit overwhelmed and it was so stuffy and crowded and there was just no order. So the thought completely slipped my mind. But it happens. Let me know what other content you guys want to see. I'm not promising I'll put it out, but I'll try my best. At least I'll have a rough idea of what you guys want to see, and then when I have time, as and when, I'll definitely be sure to like post. But otherwise, I hope what I've shared is like sufficient enough, and I hope you feel inspired to wait well. No matter what you're waiting for, like, just wait well. Like, make sure you're being a good steward of the waiting. I feel like what's been encouraging me a lot is just the checking up that people have been doing and the encouragement in terms of prayers. Like, sometimes people just say like, hey, I was praying for you this morning, and I'm just like, you know what, God, like, I'm being carried by people's prayers. And I understand a lot of us don't believe in sharing what we are going through because we feel like it would jinx it, or we often also feel like maybe things will go wrong, and then like, how do we open up about our failures? And I get it, because even with the visa, like, I was so open about it. Even when it didn't come through, I was like, ish mwabe, like, you shared so much, so how do you go back and be open about the fact that the thing that you're looking for didn't work out? But I was just like, you know what, there are people out there who need to see the reality of life. Life is not always rainbows and sunshine. There are days when you don't get what you want, but ultimately God still needs to be praised. And I think that's something that misses from social media. We all like to post our highlight reels. We don't like to post the disappointments that happen on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, anyway, I have really appreciated, and I have no regrets about sharing what's been happening in my life. Just was calling. I'll be back. I still want to pass through one more stop. I've been trying to like do to my flowers for mom. Their yard. I'm just trying to, beautify. What do you call it in English? Trying to subdue the earth with beauty. So I had got a few, but I just want to go back and get a few more. I want some green, something nice for them to enjoy. I'm near rose petal, so I might as well, So we are here. It's actually rose garden, not rose petals. I don't know why I called it rose petals, but today they look so much brighter. It's very tempting. Back home is Zeke. He's so happy. Say bye-bye. Bye. See you next time.